Hey everyone, welcome back to SimpleSpeak English. I'm Mark, and no matter where you're listening from right now, maybe at home, maybe in your car, maybe outside enjoying some fresh air, we just want to say how glad we are that you chose to spend a little bit of your time with us today.
Hi everyone, I'm Lily. And before we start, let's pause for just a moment. Take one calm, slow breath, because this space is for you to feel comfortable. There are no grades here, no pressure, no stress, just two friends talking. And as you listen, your English grows gently and naturally, step by step.
Yes, and today's topic is something very practical, something that happens in real life, something that can feel scary at first, but after today, I hope it will feel much easier.
Today we are talking about asking for directions in English.
Yes, asking for directions, like when you are in a new city, or maybe even in your own city, but you feel lost and you need help.
Have you ever felt that feeling when you are walking somewhere and suddenly you stop and you look around and you think, oh no, I have no idea where I am?
Oh yes, that has happened to me many times, and I will tell you a funny story about that later.
But first, if this is your first time listening to SimpleSpeak English, welcome. We are so happy you found us. And if you come back every week, thank you so much for being part of our community.
And if you enjoy this episode, please subscribe to our channel and maybe leave a comment telling us, have you ever gotten lost in another country or even in your own neighborhood?
We love reading your comments. They make us feel connected to you, like we are all friends learning together.
So, let's begin slowly. Imagine this situation. You are visiting a new city, maybe New York, maybe London, maybe Los Angeles, and you want to find a coffee shop, but your phone battery is dead.
Oh no, that is already stressful.
Yes, very stressful. And you look around, you see people walking, and you think, should I ask someone? What if my English is not good? What if they don't understand me?
That fear is very normal. I remember the first time I traveled alone. I was in a small town and I needed to find the train station, and I was so nervous to ask.
Really? What did you say?
I walked up to a woman and I said very quietly, "Excuse me, train station."
Just 2 words?
Yes, only 2 words, and she smiled and she gave me directions. And then I realized something important. People usually want to help.
That is very true. Most people feel good when they help someone.
So, let's start with the most important phrase, the magic phrase, "Excuse me."
Yes, excuse me is very polite and very useful. You can say, excuse me, can you help me?
Let's practice a full sentence. "Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the bus station?"
That is perfect. Simple, clear, polite.
Now, imagine I am a tourist and you are a local person, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
"Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the nearest subway station?"
Oh yes, of course. It's very easy. You just go straight for about 2 blocks, then turn left at the traffic light, and you will see the subway entrance on your right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That was simple, but let's break it down slowly because maybe some words are new.
Yes, go straight means do not turn, just continue forward.
Turn left means move in the left direction, and turn right means move in the right direction.
And traffic light is the light on the street that is red, yellow, and green.
And block is the distance between 2 streets in a city.
Now, let's do another example. This time, maybe you're looking for a restroom in a shopping mall.
Oh yes, that is very important.
Yes, very important and sometimes urgent.
Okay, I will ask you, "Excuse me, where is the restroom?"
It's on the 2nd floor. You can take the escalator up, then turn right, and it will be next to the clothing store.
So we learned a new word, escalator. That is the moving stairs.
Yes, and second floor means one level above the ground floor.
Now, let's talk about something real. Have you ever gotten very lost, Mark?
Oh, yes. One time I was in a big city and I thought I knew where my hotel was, but I walked in the wrong direction for 20 minutes and then I realized everything looked different.
That is such a terrible feeling when you look around and nothing looks familiar.
Yes, I felt a little embarrassed, but finally I stopped a man and said, "Excuse me, I think I'm lost. Can you help me find this address?"
That is another useful sentence. I think I'm lost.
Yes, very honest and simple.
And what happened?
The man looked at the address and he said, "Oh, you are going the wrong way. You need to go back 3 blocks and then turn right."
So you walked in the opposite direction.
Yes, and I laughed at myself because sometimes we think we know everything, but we don't.
That is such a good lesson. It is okay to ask for help.
Exactly. Asking for directions is not a weakness. It is normal.
Now, let's practice another conversation. Imagine you are at a bus stop and you are not sure if the bus goes to your destination.
Okay.
Excuse me, does this bus go to Central Park?
Yes, it does, but you need to get off at the 3rd stop.
Thank you. How will I know when it's the 3rd stop?
The driver usually announces the stops, but you can also watch the signs outside the window.
That is helpful. Sometimes we can also say, "Can you please tell me when we arrive at Central Park?"
Yes, and most people will say yes.
Now I want to ask our listeners something. When you are lost, do you feel calm or do you feel stressed?
That is a good question. Maybe some of you feel nervous. Maybe your heart beats faster. Maybe your mind feels confused.
I want you to remember it is okay. You can always stop, breathe, and ask politely.
And the more you practice these sentences, the more confident you will feel.
Let's do one more situation. Imagine you are inside a train station and it is very big and very crowded.
Oh, yes, that can feel overwhelming.
You walk to an employee and say, "Excuse me, which platform goes to Boston?"
And the employee might say, "Platform 5, it's down the hall, then take the stairs to the left."
Down the hall means along the corridor.
Yes, and platform is the place where you wait for the train.
Now, I want to share something personal. When I was younger, I was afraid to speak English in public. I was afraid people would laugh at my accent.
That is a very honest feeling. Many people feel that way.
But one day, I realized communication is more important than perfection. If people understand you, that is enough.
That is such an important message.
So, if you are listening right now and you feel shy, please know that you are not alone.
And remember, simple English is powerful English.
Yes, you do not need long, complicated sentences, you just need clear words.
Before we finish, let's review some key phrases.
Excuse me,
Can you help me?
how do I get to?
Where is the nearest?
I think I'm lost.
Is it far from here?
Should I turn left or right?
Thank you so much.
And always, smile.
Yes, always smile. Because even if your grammar is not perfect, your smile can say, "I am friendly, I am polite, and I appreciate your help."
That is so true. Sometimes when I travel, I forget a word and I just smile and say, "Sorry, my English is still learning."
My English is still learning. I like that. That sounds very honest.
Yes, and people usually laugh in a kind way, not in a mean way, and then they try even harder to help.
You know, I once asked for directions in a very small town, and the man did not just give me directions, he walked with me for 5 minutes.
Really?
Yes. I said, "Excuse me, can you tell me where the museum is?" And he said, "Oh, it's a little difficult to explain. I'll show you." And then we walked together, and we talked about the weather and about his dog.
That is so sweet. Sometimes asking for directions can turn into a small, nice conversation.
Exactly. And that is something important. When you ask for directions, you are not only practicing English, you are connecting with another person.
Yes, maybe you start with, "Excuse me, where is the bank?" But then the person says, "Are you visiting?" And you say, "Yes, it's my first time here." And suddenly you are having a real conversation.
That is a beautiful moment when language becomes real.
Let's practice another situation. Imagine you are inside a supermarket and you cannot find the milk.
That happens to me all the time, even in my own city.
Me too. Okay, I will ask you, "Excuse me, could you tell me where I can find the milk?"
Sure, it's in aisle 7, near the eggs and cheese.
So we learned a new word, aisle. That means the long space between shelves in a store.
Yes, and notice Lily said, "Could you tell me?" instead of "Can you tell me?" Both are correct, but could sounds a little more polite.
Yes, but if you forget and just say, "Milk? Where?" that is also okay. People will understand.
That is very important. Communication first, perfection later.
Now, let's talk about something funny. Have you ever misunderstood directions?
Oh yes, one time someone told me it's just around the corner, and I walked and walked and walked, and I thought, this corner is very far.
Yes, sometimes around the corner means 2 minutes, and sometimes it means 10 minutes.
Exactly. So sometimes you can ask, is it far from here? Or how long does it take to walk there?
That is very helpful, because maybe it is better to take a bus or a taxi.
Yes, you can say, can I walk there? Or should I take a bus?
Or, is it within walking distance?
That is a great phrase. Within walking distance means you can walk there easily, not too far.
Let's do a small role play. Imagine you are in a park and you are looking for the zoo entrance.
Okay?
Excuse me, do you know where the zoo entrance is?
Yes, you are very close. Just keep walking straight, then turn right at the fountain and you will see a big sign.
Thank you. Is it far?
No, it's only about 5 minutes from here.
That feels comforting when someone says you are very close.
Yes, those words make you feel relaxed.
I remember one time I was lost in a train station and I felt almost like crying because I thought I would miss my train.
Oh no!
Yes, my heart was beating very fast, and I went to a staff member and said, "Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. Can you please help me find platform 8?" And she smiled at me and said, "Don't worry, follow me." And in that moment, I felt so safe.
That is such a powerful feeling when someone says, "Don't worry."
Yes, so maybe one day you will be the person helping someone else.
That is true. Maybe someone will ask you, "Excuse me, where is the library?" And you will answer confidently in English.
That is such a nice image, you asking for directions today and giving directions tomorrow.
Let's practice giving directions a little more because that is also important.
Yes, if someone asks, you can say, "Go straight, turn left, turn right. It's next to the bank. It's across from the school."
Across from means on the opposite side of the street.
And next to means beside.
And between means in the middle of two places, like the cafe is between the pharmacy and the bookstore.
Oh, that sounds very clear.
Now I want to ask you something, Lily. Do you prefer asking strangers for directions or using your phone?
Honestly, I often use my phone, but sometimes I like asking people because it feels more human, more alive.
I agree. Sometimes technology is helpful, but conversation feels warmer.
So maybe next time, even if you have your phone, try asking someone, just for practice.
Yes, you can say, "Hi, sorry to bother you, but could you tell me how to get to... That is very polite.
Sorry to bother you is another useful phrase.
And if you do not understand the directions, you can say, "Sorry, could you repeat that, please?"
Or could you say that more slowly?
That is very important. Do not pretend you understand. It is okay to ask again.
Yes, because pretending can make you more lost.
That is true. Very true.
So today we talked about asking for directions, giving directions, staying calm, smiling, and being brave.
And maybe the biggest lesson is this: getting lost is not always a bad thing.
Yes, sometimes when you get lost, you discover something new, a small cafe, a beautiful street, or even a new friend.
That is such a beautiful way to see it.
So, if you are listening right now and you feel afraid to speak English in public, remember, every conversation is a small adventure.
And every small adventure helps you grow.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us at SimpleSpeak English.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe and share it with someone who wants to feel more confident speaking English.
And leave a comment telling us what city would you love to explore, even if you get a little lost.
We love hearing your stories.
Until next time, walk with confidence
Ask with courage.
and speak with a smile.
Bye, everyone.
See you in the next episode.